All right, I'm gonna do this plow fast video, and I hopefully plow fast with a straight blade. This is a site here. It's a small lot, and I'm just gonna start at the fringe of the driveway entrance. It's kind of staked here for me. And I already have my defined snow piles where I know I'm piling snow. I'm just gonna be careful backing out in the street. Another tow or another plow company driving by behind me. Getting careful while I'm backing up. A couple more passes here. Probably got about 3 inches out here. We did have a 12-inch blizzard before, so a lot of my sites have big, huge snow piles. Just continue to pile it up on some of these sites and get it as best as we can. I do have a sidewalk here against the building. Back drag up here, get as close as I can. And then I'll just back drag extra distance here. Kind of angle my blade as I'm back dragging out. Myself plenty of room because I'm actually going to back in and flip around and push. All my piles are on one side. With the straight blade, you want to just really focus on which direction you're going to windrow, where you're going to start. Like I push the driveway. I usually push driveways in. I don't want to stack on corners or any of that. It can be a safety issue, especially when you get this much snow. To see out on those sides. But I really want to pull it back and get a good distance. I don't have a back dragger on this blade, but it does all right. Just back dragging. I'm going to swing in here. I'll start plowing forward now. There are some concrete parking barricades against here, so I really, you can catch them and really do some damage to your equipment. So there's one. I'm gonna back up into the spot I just back dragged. You see a little bit of drifting against the sidewalk. And definitely some drifting on this edge. I'll be able to, my truck pushes forward pretty good in between these two signs here. And then I'm gonna hit along the edge of my sidewalks here. carefully backing up to that decking behind me. And just kind of slowly riding along the edge of the curb because I don't want to bang anything too hard off the curb. Still kind of push up to this sign. Tapped her pretty good. You can see I got about just the right distance back jog out of there to really get in here with my blade and really push up this hill. Trying to retain as much of the parking stall as I can for these handicap and visitor spots. A lot of times there's cars in those spots and I have to back drag as well. Watching behind me for fence posts and the decking. And this would be about the width, but I'm going to give it a couple extra passes to be bigger than my truck width. There is a little bit of a curb that I can use as a stopping edge to kind of bump into it. There's a couple little trails. Even with a straight blade, you can pick up little trails like that. Back in focus. Some of that stuff I'll be able to plow the edge. I'll be able to come against the edge and plow it back down the road to where I have more opening here on the right. You can see a little more opening that I can push some of this stuff down there once I get to the end. And now I got enough spot to get my whole truck and my plow, but I'm still going to take just one more bite out of it. This site has incredible problems with drifting off the building. But like this spot, I can come forward and I can really push up and push that snow back. Because I'm beyond those signs. And then I left a trail. It's kind of hard to see. And backing up again. I'll just continue to take swipes on this site. Sites like this become a good haul out candidate for when they get this much snow. Just kind of keep stacking it in the same spot. And then I know I'm going to have to carry snow over to this edge, so I'm just going to cut a little bit. And that other snow that's left there will just dump into the pile. I'll start kind of pushing to the left. And there is a curb there, so bump into it, but you can see how that's nice and clean. This is one of my sites that will get salted after plowing, but less snow on the ground means less salt. Better for the environment. Less cost for materials. So it's a win-win there when you use less salt. Do a good job plowing, use less salt. Charge the same amount for it. Get into gear. Small sites like this, I think you make more money than large sites for large money that take longer time. It's easier to estimate the amount of time a site like this will take. For your estimators, you may do your estimates yourself. Estimates. Kind of braking as I'm coming into the curb, so I'm not just full force flying into a curb, bouncing the plow, wrecking stuff. Try to get this one in under 30 minutes. I know it'll be under an hour for sure, even in a heavy snowfall here. I usually do the small amount of shoveling on this site myself, so I don't have to have a shoveling crew come out either. back and forth, back and forth. I'm leaving these trails. I need to cut less. Usually use my headlamps to decide where. That one I definitely slid into. To decide where my plow needs to be. Probably need to be halfway on this one since it's a little bit thicker snow, a little bit more uneven. Yeah, half a width is about good. About 3 inches of snow, maybe more with the blowing. And kind of see where I got it lined up with my headlight. I'm taking about half a bite. Not very sticky out here. It's pretty fluffy snow. Sticky snow you can actually just push against and it'll stick where you push it into the pile. You can see I left a little bit of trail. Gonna take another half bite. And those trails are good. If you have a V-plow, you can pick up the trails so you don't have to worry so much about it, or a winged plow. My phone is overheating, it says. Never had that happen